zurück zur Elton Safety Shoes European Darts Open 2025. Die zweite Runde live und präsentiert von der PDC Europe hier aus der Ostermann Arena in Leverkusen. 3 Matches stehen noch an in dieser Samstagnachmittagssession und hier kommen unsere nächsten beiden Spieler. Wir begrüßen aus den Niederlanden die aktuelle Nummer 43 der Welt, ein European Tour Halbfinalist und ein Sieger auf der Pro Tour. Hier kommt Wessel Nijman. Er ist der Gewinner von 55 PDC-Titeln, ein ehemaliger UK Open, Premier League und World Matchplay Champion, der aktuelle European Darts Grand Prix Champion and a 2-time back-to-back Champion of the world. It's the Flying Scotsman,
Anderson, our single-fingered champion once again this year, successfully defending the title at the Glaspalast. We thought that meant the Flying Scotsman had done his flying for the year. Euro Tour done just like last year. I've won, I'm in the Euros, it's helped my ranking. I can go and do me fishing lakes back home. I don't need to do any more of this. We were wrong. Gary Anderson is here. Gary Anderson, all of a sudden, after imposing an exile upon himself from the Euro Tour for several years, all of a sudden he can't get enough of it. He's here looking to win the title at the Ostermann Arena in Leverkusen this weekend. But to do that, he'll have to beat Wessel Nijman, the brilliant young Dutchman. And Gary Anderson knows how brilliant he is because he's had 2 cracks at Wessel, both last year on the Pro Tour. Latter stages of tournaments as well, 1 quarter-final, 1 semi-final. Got 2 brilliant games, 2 close games, but both games that Wessel Nijman won. So can the Flying Scotsman finally beat the young upstart? Or is Wessel Nijman booking his spot in the final day of the European Darts Open and consigning another seeded player to the scrap heap at the very first hurdle? Dan McCarthy alongside me to find out.
Burnham on Sea's loss is our game this weekend here in Leverkusen. I must admit, I was surprised as anyone to see that Gary Anderson was on the list to play here. He's got a taste of winning recently and just wants to roll along and collect another big prize check. But you are right, Wessel Nijman is a tricky assignment, not just because he's lost to him twice, but because he is superb. He got to the semi-finals in the Netherlands last week, broke new ground for himself, and the player who continues to impress in his youthful career.
Now, Wessel Nijman in his Euro Tour career, obviously he's not, this is only his 14th event, but he's winning, like, nearly 2/3 of his game.
99.
Now, if you're winning 2 games and then losing a 3rd one over and over and over, you're banking serious money.
131.
And obviously there's going to be fluctuation. Perhaps you lose your first game one week, but then you win 4 the next weekend and find yourself in a semi-final like you did last week.
140.
We know he's keen on fishing. Not going to reel in the big one here. Wessel Nijman left on 67 to tidy this first leg up.
Requires 67.
Treble 17, the likely route. Single 18, double 60.
51. Gary requires 73.
Be treble 19 here for Gary. Double top.
33. Wesley requires
Why is
16.
that double? Can't find an early break.
They help or a hindrance?
Game for the first leg.
Looked like quite a help in the end. Wessel Nijman,
Game on.
the advantage of throw telling in that opening leg.
100.
Not seen Gary Anderson since his victory in Sindelfingen, elected not to play in Rosmarland, which we kind of expected. So the last time anybody beat him on the European Tour was in Göttingen back in March, when it looked like he was going to beat Nathan Aspinall, and Aspinall somehow turned it around. A 170 checkout in the penultimate leg, and then a brilliant last leg decider to nick it
100.
in the semi-finals. One of the standout moments on the European Tour this year, or indeed any other year.
100.
It will be interesting to see going forward what the kind of thought process is with Gary Anderson in terms of which events he picks and chooses.
180.
It's his first 180 of the match. First of you suspect many.
98. Gary 121.
Is he going for the ball? No.
89.
And Gary deciding to leave the double 16. You're not quite sure what double he's going to leave. He seems to just go through phases. A long while where double 16 was his go-to double, then he reverted to tops.
32.
He's a fad doubler, isn't he? Looks at double 8 now and hits it. Gary Anderson registers his first leg of the match.
Game.
Winner of this to face either Peter Wright or Daryl Pilgrim. Peter Wright now the only former winner here at the European Darts Open left in the field following the demise of Dave Chisnell, Raymond van Barneveld's defeat yesterday. The other winners
100.
not in the field this weekend. No Price, no MVG. Robert Thornton obviously not involved nowadays.
60.
It has been a happy hunting ground for the Scots over the years. European Darts Open across this venue and the one in Dusseldorf.
100.
Yeah, Peter Wright, a 4-time finalist and 2-time winner of this one. Robert Thornton taking the title in Dusseldorf back in 2015.
Wesley we go 161.
So you would think he's just going to stay on the treble 20 here with his first 2 darts. Maybe not now. Going to persist.
$90.
It's good enough. Nice bonus bullseye to leave an easier out shot.
42. Wesley requires 71.
And goes single, single to double, but he wants to tidy it up in 2. Got plenty of time with Anderson only on 185.
$63.
Some pressure.
130. Wesley require 8.
Tends to like double 18, Wessel. This is just next door.
Games on the third leg. Wessel 9. Fourth leg.
He's been allowed 6 visits to the board to hold his throw on both occasions in this game so far, Wessel Nijman. You wouldn't think he's going to be allowed that in every leg where he's got the darts.
57.
It's a bit Jekyll and Hyde, this from Gary Anderson, because with throw, he is looking $1 million. He's not done a great deal against the darts.
131.
He's going to have to do that at some point if he wants to win, with Wessel having advantage of throw.
180.
Looking $1 billion in this fourth leg.
60. Gary require 41.
Double 16 again for him. No dramas whatsoever.
Fifth leg, Wessel to throw
A
first.
12 darter and a 14 darter with the darts for Gary Anderson. Very difficult to stop that. And he have one of those legs against Wessel's throw.
100.
Now might be the chance.
136.
Kicks off with a 2-treble visit. Didn't like the lie of the first start, hence the switch to the 19s.
60.
Now it's a bona fide opportunity for Gary Anderson to get in front in this game.
139.
Looks to be finding his groove.
Do you think he was on 265 after that first start? Going for the 19s.
It may be he was, I don't know, truth be told. But he might have just thought, I can get 95, leave 270, then it's a straight ton to the 170.
Doesn't matter much now because Anderson is threatening this break of throw he needs.
140. Gary require 103.
Similar range finish, but Gary will have first crack. Single 3 this time, up for double top.
Good.
Gary Anderson can do his business anywhere on a dartboard. He does go 3-2 up with a 103 checkout.
Back-to-back 12 darters for Anderson.
Game.
And he is flying. Demonstrating, as you pointed out, that versatility. He'd been using double 16 by choice up until that
58.
point, but decided the straight up and down shot keeps the line, gets the job done.
97.
And threatening at the minute to put in the best display we've seen so far this weekend. Richie Edhouse, a standout performer in terms of the averages.
40.
Surrendering the advantage of throw in this one. Pretty immediately here, Gary.
140. 139. 100.
After 2 12 darters, the latter being a break, this has not gone to
38.
plan. The bounce out rubbing salt into the wounds.
Wessel require 164.
Set up turn all that's required for Wessel Nijman here. That's why he stays there.
132.
Very good response, that.
Wesley require 32.
Good visit, but might be too late. Double 16 for a 13 darter. This would be Wessel's best leg. 14 darter still would be.
James on 6 leg, Wessel 9.
Doing his business on double 8 by and large.
He really is taking his time to hit the doubles, isn't he? He's 3 out of 10. Now, in that instance there, it didn't matter. He got it done in the visit, but he's still relying on that last dart finding the mark. Took him 3 darts to hit it. in that third leg. You see, they took him 4 darts, and that ultimately did give Gary a chance to break, albeit just the 1 dart at double. But things aren't quite as routine as he'd like at the back end of legs.
100.
It's 3-all, and he's got the advantage of throw, but you feel he's kind of clinging on because he's not creating opportunities in the legs that he's not winning.
60.
And look, he just needs 6 legs. He can be miles off in the other 5, potentially. That's why there's a 10-point difference in the averages.
100.
All of Anderson's winning legs are better than Nijman's winning legs, but it doesn't matter. They all count the same. If
58.
Nijman can find 3 more, then Gary Anderson will be another seeded player knocked out in their very first game of the weekend.
100.
Happened to Ross Smith, Ryan Searle, Danny Nopper, and the defending champion Dave Chisnell already. This is already a weekend of opportunity with a lot of big names not here. Van Gerwen, obviously, Littler, Humphreys, Price. But if we're going to see a load of seeded players go as well, who knows what could happen?
127. Wesley require 109.
Slack third dart from Gary. Did have the option to go for the bullseye to leave single to double. Treble 19 now for Wessel.
57. Gary requires 74.
Gary broke the throw, immediately ceded advantage, and Wessel could be about to do the same. Double 10. It's double 10 normally. Won't like it here. Double 5.
69.
Won't be too fond of that either.
Wesley require 52.
Now, Wessel hit the big number. He's got 2 darts at double. He has not managed to hit a double in 1 or 2 darts in this game. Can he do it now? It's taken him at least 3 darts so far in this match. 1 miss.
44.
Happened again.
Gary require 5.
Double 2.
Game shot 7.
Gary Anderson nudges back in front, and Wessel Nijman will be kicking himself.
Game.
First leg he's lost where he's had opportunities.
100.
And now he's in danger. Real danger, Wessel Nijman. When Anderson broke to lead, he had a dreadful leg to just allow Wessel back to break back. Here, he's kicked off with a max, and he could streak off into the distance. He is doing so. 5 out of 6. Looks like he fancied the 9.
The 2 premature cheers in the crowd. But this is good. This is Gary in full flow. That's an unlucky deflection.
8.
Needed to fill it up to get to a finish. Gary Anderson can do what he wants from here.
104.
18s, 16s, 20s, where's he looking? 16s, there's 4 of them leads tops.
80.
Why not?
Gary require 24.
Double 6. Double 3, bottom of the board, and Gary Anderson goes inside.
Wesley require 21.
Went for the 180, he had the mark of darts, it leaves single to double. Yes, he's got a burner dart, but he's done that part right. It's another case, 2 darts at double. It's not been enough for Wessel. It is this time. His best leg of the match, the break back, and this swings back in Wessel Nijman's favour once again.
Game.
4 holds a throw, then 4 consecutive breaks. Look at the gap in the averages. But Wessel Nijman is 2 holds a throw away from beating Gary Anderson for the 3rd time in 3 meetings.
120. $96.
And whatever happens from here, it's another close one, just like their previous matches. Wessel won their first 6-5, their next 7-5.
140. $137.
Might be saving his best stuff for the end of the game here, Wessel Nijman. Throwing better than at any point in this match.
133.
In fairness, that is the best time to throw your best stuff near the conclusion. 4-4 would be the best checkout of the match. And it's on, double 12.
120.
Wessel Nijman wires double 12. This would be spectacular. Oh, how's he going to get through if he gets treble 19? Irrelevant. Doesn't manage to get it.
Wessel, you require 24.
He's getting 3 clear darts at double. He's been all right. 6. And he does it again. Last dart, Nijman.
Game on. $58.
Just 29 and a bit % on the doubles for Wessel Nijman, but so many of those, he's getting it done in the last start of the visit. And so it doesn't do anything for his stats. It's not great, but he's still not allowing Anderson back to the board. Not often in this game.
$39.
That was a pretty wild ricochet. Fails to take advantage of the treble-less opening salvo from Gary.
Only 1 ton plus average so far this weekend. That came from Richie Edhouse. Gary Anderson's in danger of throwing his second and losing.
60. $119.
Level pegging in the leg.
100.
Set up to be one of those games where if Gary loses, he'll wonder how. By nearly every metric, he's outperformed Wessel.
57.
But ultimately, already Wessel Nijman has had enough chances in enough legs to have won this game. Yes, it would have been a bit of a smash and grab, but he could have won it already. This to go the distance. Bullseye for the Flying Scotsman. Nowhere near, and Wessel Nijman could get a match start here.
83.
Might be at the bullseye himself. Treble 17. Now he's looking at the 16s. Treble would be nice, but he goes safe. Bullseye for Wessel Nijman.
58. Gary
Anderson.
32.
He survived a match dart. Can he take us all the way? Oh, it's a shocker. It is a shocker.
7 scored. That last dart doesn't count.
Yeah, Kirk, he's
Wessel
always red hot on that.
25.
Gary Anderson overstepping with the last dart. He's stuck on 25. Only got 2 darts for the leg in that visit. Didn't take his chance, and Wessel Nijman to beat Anderson for the 3rd time running. Double 8.
70. 17. Gary require 25.
3 match darts have gone. Anderson only just finds single 9. He can't find double 8.
He just
Wessel
cannot get the better of
8.
Wessel Nijman. He has outperformed him in every stat. But the one that matters... Look, you can sit and play with all your silly machines as much as you like. There's only one stat that matters, and that's the legs. And
Yes,
Wessel Nijman's got 6 of them, and he's beaten Gary Anderson again. A 6-4 win for Wessel. Another seed bites the dust in Leverkusen. Nijman beats Anderson for the 3rd time running.